Howdy all, I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Lost in the mess of Indiana Jones and Disney and all this stuff, for at least to me, as I have been kind of out of it for a couple of weeks, we've forgotten how bad Warner Discovery and DC Studios have performed recently. The Flash, epic disaster. It's on the same level that it's going to be for Indiana Jones. Hundreds of millions of dollars is going to be lost on that movie that was just a horrible representation of filmmaking, storytelling, character development. It was disaster. I've talked about it enough. We're not going back on that. Here's the big problem. DC Warner Discovery, they're in free fall. $50 billion of debt, no closer to getting out of it. And yes, Max is a success to an extent, but they need to win over audiences for the DC universe. And they're not doing that because I was wrong. I thought The Flash would be a spectacle movie. People wanted nothing to do with it. Blue Beetle trailer came out yesterday, new one. It was I didn't cover it because there's no one, we didn't review it because I'd already done a trailer review reaction yesterday. But at the same time, it's got copyright claim music all over it, and all I'll say is it's a frenetic mess of a trailer. Frenetic mess. You have no idea what's going on. A lot of pop, a lot of flashy bad CGI in your face, and you lose what's going on. That movie is heading for another massive loss for DC Warner. And here's then the problem. You should have one thing on your agenda if you are James Gunn. Superman. Superman should be your laser focus. And some say, well, Adam, he is laser focusing. Well, he announced Superman and Lois. And well, I was sick. I didn't get a chance to cover that. And I'm not going to hijack this video to try and cram that take in here. All I'll say is, not impressed. Not impressed. You didn't hit that target to make me forget Cavill, to even think about, really, is this new guy going to be better than Cavill? You missed that target as far as I'm concerned. Talk about that more later in future streams, I'm sure. Point is, you should be focused on Superman. But James Gunn can't do that, and therein lies his fatal flaw when it comes to superhero movies. James Gunn does one kind of superhero movie well. Ensemble. Ensemble of unknowns. To make them into something that people can maybe have a good time with. He is not, and he has proven with yesterday's announcement, that we're going to go over here in a moment, James Gunn, he can't write Superman. He fundamentally doesn't understand what we need for a Superman movie. Because yesterday, as I just alluded, James Gunn shares excitement over Superman Legacy and explains why he's including Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific. You see what I'm talking about here? I hope you do. Here's the problem. Why are you turning a Superman movie into another superhero ensemble feature? Why? Because that's all James Gunn knows how to do. He can't write the solo hero. And he can't do that. And Superman is the solo. Next to Batman, he is a solo hero you want. I mean, yes, there's the Bat family. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if there are two superhero characters that can stand alone on the screen and do not need to be propped up by other members of a pantheon in that particular superhero universe, it's Superman and it's Batman. And by surrounding Superman by, in my opinion, lesser heroes, and not even a Green Lantern, I want to see Guy Gardner, way down on my Lantern list. Yes, you're getting the Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart show following this movie, but this screams to me James Gunn doesn't get it. Doesn't get it in terms of understanding a Superman story, and he doesn't get it with what people want to see. Let's read this real quick, what he has to say. Superman Legacy opens 2 years from today. It may seem far away to many of you, but it's close to me, he posted. We have lots to do between now and then, but I haven't been more excited about a project in forever. And this cast slowly coming together. Holy cow. Gunn recently confirmed, and here we have the casting for Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, some chick Isabella Merced, and Edie Gathegi were joining David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnan. Is that how I say that? Brosnan? It's not Brosnan. In the DC film. Fillion is set to play Green Lantern Guy Gardner. Merced will give life to Hawkgirl, and Gathegi will play Mr. Terrific. There's the problem. Well, let's give Gunn one more chance. When fan asked what moved Gunn to include these characters in Superman Legacy, the director replied, "They fit the story I'm telling. Story always comes first." Now, that's a great thing to hear. Story comes first. But when you're cramming in lesser heroes in a Superman movie, your story seems flawed to me. Your concept seems flawed to me. I'm not going to a theater to see Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and I like Shire Hall. I like her. I especially liked her in the Bruce Timm-verse, Justice League. She was great. But I'm not going to see her, and I'm definitely not going to see Mr. Terrific, who is way down there. Way down. That's the kind of character James Gunn likes, though. He likes the Mr. Terrifics, who don't have a lot of stature in broad nerddom. He has his fans, but he's not up there. That's the kind of guy James Gunn likes to take and boost, and he's good at that, throwing him in with an ensemble of superheroes that may not be well known. But you don't need to do that with a Superman movie. Just give me Kal-El. Give me the big blue Boy Scout. Give me Superman doing Superman shit with his rogues gallery that he can handle on his own. He doesn't need support when he deals with guys who come to Metropolis. This isn't a Justice League level call where it's such a threat that he needs the backup. No, we're dealing, one could say Brainiac's Justice League level. Well, Superman's dealt with Brainiac on his own. And when you are inserting other characters, especially when you're putting someone like Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. 1, Nathan Fillion. Love Nathan Fillion. 2, old. Why are we continuing to roll out Nathan Fillion? And I know he's a gun guy. Why are we continuing to roll him out in these roles which he should have been cast in 20 years ago? This is not what we need. And Nathan Fillion, with his presence, is he going to steal the movie? You risk stealing the movie from these lesser known actors and actresses, especially this guy who's playing Superman, who I don't know who he is. And now is one of my criteria. Give me an unknown, but he's not an unknown. But you know what I'm saying. You risk Nathan Fillion with his charisma and his ability taking something away when you need to focus on these new actors and actresses trying to make these new roles their own. This is a mistake, and I could be proven wrong. We'll find out in 2 years. Who's going to care by then? I don't know, because the DCU is a problem, because that's the other part of this conversation tonight. James Gunn confirms Superman Legacy cast will appear in other DC projects. I don't care. That is the other fatal flaw of this entire DCU effort. He's created this path, this Gods and Monsters chapter that's supposed to be this story that everybody's going to want to follow, where all the different characters are jumping back and forth between animation, TV, and movie. You spread yourself too thin, James Gunn. You should have done 3 things. This reboot. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Superman, Batman, world's finest. That should have been your focus. Hit those iconic characters. Make us fall in love with your new versions and put Henry Cavill behind us. Put Gal Gadot behind us. Affleck, I don't really care. I never cared about Affleck. But you understand what I'm saying. You needed to get us, but no. You're more worried about peppering in all the other characters you want to spread out in your DCU Chapter 1 than just making sure we fall in love with a new Superman and a new Batman. And there is no Wonder Woman in this Phase 1 of theirs, this Chapter 1. DCU is DOA, man. They have no idea what they're doing. James Gunn was not the guy. He may be the guy to run the studio, but he was not the guy to write Superman Legacy, to write a Superman movie, showing us that he falls back to his default. I'm going to give us a group movie, an ensemble movie, when it should just be Superman. I'm not excited. I'm not interested. And I have zero expectations or hope that this is going to be fun, good, or entertaining, or lasting. Time will tell, though. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you're new here, check out my channel. Subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny fifis. Hit that notification button. Share my videos if you like what I'm preaching. By all means, leave comments. What do you think about all of this? Are you ready for this, or do you just not care? I care what you think. I do not care what whiny stands, fake fans, and SJWs have to say, because 201, they're all cowards behind keyboards. And I'm sure somebody will be triggered by this. Give it a chance. Wait and see. I don't have to give anything a chance or wait and see. I don't have to. They have to earn my attention. And right now, I'd rather sit here and watch anime I've watched 100 times than go watch this movie so far. All right. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos, maybe a little shit stirring here and there, who knows, @theranernerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.